Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be a fish haul or a betta fish haul. It's just a few bits and bobs because I'm planning on getting a new betta and it's just a few random bits and bobs ready for when that happens. So the first thing I purchased was some premium aquarium gravel. Obviously this is something I needed and there were quite a few colours. I would usually go for something just pink, but because I always go for that, I tried to go for something still quite colourful and nice, but a bit less girly, I suppose, or kind of typically me. So I kind of went for something a little different, and I went for this mixed blue, so it's mixed light and dark blue, and I really like it. I think it will look nice in a tank, and I suppose you kind of associate blue with water, so I think that will look quite nice. This is a 2 kilogram bag. And originally this was £4.50, but it says on my receipt, and I didn't realise until reading the receipt, that actually it had been knocked down in price to £3.50. So that's pretty good because I think it's quite worth £3.50, whereas £4.50 is pretty expensive really for a bag of gravel. But I'm quite happy with £3.50 and I'm pretty pleased also with my colour choice. I then picked up a fish net, obviously something you kind of need from time to time, and I just picked up the smallest one possible because I'm only getting one fish, I'm only getting one betta fish. So I don't know if this has got a size on it, but I'm guessing it's just the small. It says on the label, suitable for freshwater and saltwater fish, mesh netting for easy catching, and it's just a really little net with a long handle. But like I said, I just got the smallest one possible because it was the cheapest and I didn't need a big one. So that was only £1.25. So the next thing I purchased was some fish food. Obviously this is something that is necessary with the fish, so I just thought I would pick it up ready while I was there. So I just went for this brand of fish food because I've used it for years and I really like it, and it's not extremely cheap when compared with low quality food, but it's quite affordable. So I went for the smallest tub because as I said with the net, I'm only getting one betta fish, so this will probably take a while to get through, and I don't want a huge tub because it's using up more space, which I don't have. So I just wanted a little tiny tub. So this is the Aquarian Advanced Nutrition food for tropical flake food for tropical fish, obviously, and it says there 100% balanced and complete, and it's just the usual tropical fish flake food. As I've said, I've used it with my bettas in the past and with my other tropical fish, and it's just something I trust and have used a lot, and this was £2.50 for the smallest tub. Now while I was there, I also decided to pick up some weekend food for ornamental fish, so for tropical fish again. This is a pellet food that you put in when you're away, so obviously you don't have someone there feeding them, or you can't feed them yourself. And I'm planning a few weekend trips away during the warmer weather and already have one planned, so I knew I'd need this, and I just decided to go with the one that sounded the best. So this is the Tetra, which I know is a good brand. Weekend food for all ornamental fish, and they are like little pellets, and it gives you the advice on the back how many to feed per tank size and per fish size, which I'll show you in a second. They can last up to 6 days, which is exactly what I want really. If anything, less than that would have been fine as well, but I don't necessarily need this yet, but I just thought while I was there it made sense to pick it up in case I forget, because now I've got it. So this will probably last a while as well because there's quite a few flakes in there, and I'm obviously not going on a million trips. And this Tetra food was £2.50. So I then purchased this digital LCD aquarium thermometer. This is obviously a necessity, especially with the fish being a betta fish and with there being a heater involved and everything. I want to keep an eye on the temperature, and I decided to go with this one for the time being. It's just one you stick on the outside of the tank, but I would like to go back on the later date to have one on the inside also, so I've got both. I think I'm going to stick this on the side of the tank so that it's not completely visible, but so it's still there and I can see it without it being kind of ugly on the front of the tank. But this is just I think the cheapest one they had, Marina LCD thermometer, and I've had it in the past and it works brilliantly, and that was, I think, £2.50. Yeah, it was £2.50, which isn't too bad. I then picked up a couple of decorative plant type things for the aquarium. I would like some live plants in there eventually, but not at the moment. I'm just kind of collecting bits and bobs so far. And they had a sale where it was buy one get the second half price or something like that, so I just bought a couple of things for now. I also want to try and get something that the betta can swim in and out of, so it has holes or something, or like a little bit of a hide, but there wasn't really much of a choice. There was a choice, but they looked sharp and not the best, not what I was looking for, so I'd left that as well for now and just got a couple of plants. But the first one I got is just this. It's kind of like a rock with this little rubbery pink plant on top. With bettas you do have to be careful because you don't want anything sharp to rip their fins, so I thought this was perfect because it's just a rubbery, really soft fake plant, and I really like the colour of it. I think it will look really nice against the blue gravel, and that was fairly expensive, but it's a one-off purchase, and like I say, I got buy one get the second half price, and that was £6. And finally, the last item I got is another decorative plant. This is a much bigger one. It's not massive obviously, but it's a bit bigger. It's got a really heavy bottom, a really quite weighted bottom, and it's stuck all together. It's not separate plants, it's stuck all together. And I went for this. It's fairly expensive, but I went for this one because it's so soft. The other ones there were quite hard plastic, whereas this is just soft and silky, and the majority of it's silky or very soft, so I wanted to pay a bit more just to get that and be sure that it was safe to use for my betta fish. So I went for this one. It was £10, but definitely worth it to make sure that nothing will hurt or rip their fins. And it's actually, I didn't realise till I got home, one that glows in the dark. I don't really know how it will work, whether it'll just start glowing automatically, I'm not sure, but it says just here, beautify your tank day or night, aquaplant glow pods, and they did a few different ones of these, but I went with the biggest one and the best one I could find. As I say, the real reason I kind of went for it is because this is what I was looking for, but I had to go for something quite soft, so that's why. But it's by Plax, and I'm looking forward to actually having that again. I think it will look nice against the blue gravel. It'll make the green stand out, and that's how it looks like from the top as well. It's got 3 little orange flowers in it, which are really cute as well. So that is my little betta fish haul. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you're looking forward to meeting the betta when he or she arrives. And hopefully that won't be too long. Obviously I have to set up a tank and let it settle for a few days first and filter out. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and look out for more fish related videos and all my guinea pig and tortoise videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye everyone.